Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kay and thank you for joining me today. So in this video I'm going to share my completed pages for September 2025, I think then. So I did not get many pages done and I really do not know why. I suppose I have been quite busy, so I've been quite busy at work, quite busy with life, and it has been quite stressful. So I think those are the reasons. And also, I don't know, it takes me a lot longer to do pages these days. So yeah, I'm a bit sad that I only got 6 pages done, 7 if you count my long-term whip monster party. But anyway, these two are here to say hello to you. So Tig and Kitty say hello and let's get started. So they can sit at the side. You can see here my colouring planner here, a little bit of a mess now. And so I wrote down for the first 3 pages that I did, is it the first 3? Actually, yeah, first 2 more like, first 2, and then I didn't even have time to write down the mediums, completely. So yeah, we'll see what we can do anyway. So the first book, Tiny Year. Now these shelves pages, which I try to do every month, they do take such a long time, such a long time. So this is my September page. Now this is the first one where I have not taken out the lines. So usually, as you will see, I usually get rid of the black lines like I have here, August, and then in July I did the same. So all of them have like the lines taken out, but you can see with this one I haven't because I just did not get the time. And I also wanted to see what it looks like just left like this, because I did have a comment where someone said that they prefer the lines to be kept in, they think it looks better, and I think it's true. I think the image can look nice with the black lines left as well. And so I also decided to go round the metallic, I think it was the super golden markers I used on the lettering there, and then I used a black gel pen. I think it was a Langua 1mm black gel pen that I used to go around the lettering. I just thought if everything else has got black lines, then I'm going to make that have black lines, but thicker black lines. So yeah, I quite like it. The background is pan pastel, and then I did use the what is it called? It's the matte medium, the gel matte medium, and it's by Pebeo, and basically it's the matte version, and I use that to seal the pan pastel in because I really cannot get on well with sprays. It's when I say get on well with, I mean it's too much hassle to get up, go outside, get my coat on, get my shoes on and start spraying. And it's also getting very quite cold outside now as well, so it's just easier to do that and just apply it with a brush. So I fix my pan pastels. There's a gloss version that's available as well. I'll show you it actually, if I can. Where are we? Here it is. So this is what I use. It's called Pebeo Studio Acrylics Gel Matte Medium, and it's usually to seal in work, like when you do art journaling, which I keep saying I'm going to go get into and then I never seem to get to it, and it works well with this. So yeah, and the pencils I usually use for this paper, which work really well, are the Woomer pencils, the Ohuhu pencils, and the Polychromos pencils. I find work really well. I hope you can see all the shimmer. I hope it's not too bright. Okay, so that's that one. So that's in Tiny Years. I did not get to start the Missing June page as of yet, but I have got the idea of what I want to do, and it's basically going to be the greys, shades of greys in the background, but then first of all I'm going to stencil in like love hearts, either one big love heart or lots of smaller love hearts, and then in the love heart it'll be coloured in like with your normal colours, you know, bright colours and things, and then in the background it will be like, you know, French greys, cool greys, warm greys and things like that, just to mark what happened then. Okay, so yeah, tinies on shelves, so that's quite a go to pop. So that's that one. And then I have my whip. Just put this light a little bit higher. I'm not sure, I don't want it to be too bright, you see, that it fades everything out. So I'm nearly like done with this project, so I'm really pleased about that. Alexi Bitskoff's Monster Party by Pictura, and this is the page that I've done. So really I can count it as a page because it is really a panel or a page. And yeah, it was fun doing this. I haven't added my finishing touches and details yet. I hope to do that once I've coloured in all the separate panels. So I've still got this one's the most fun panel for me. I couldn't wait actually to get to this, and now I've got to it, I'm really quite looking forward to colouring this because it's just so funny. There's like a little toilet bowl there, there's all sorts going on here. This monster looks like he's going to actually you know, what do you call it when they jump off into like a swimming pool? It's actually waiting to jump off into the toilet bowl, it seems. Then we've got the shower here. It's got the umbrella up. I mean, it's just so much to see. It's such a fun book. And it's so decently priced as well on Amazon. I think it's under a £5, so very cheap as well. And yeah, I can't wait to start doing that bit. But anyway, let's talk about the bit that's a completed page. So I think I did some of this on a colouring snippets video. And yeah, I use watercolouring parts like these tiles. I think they do still need a little bit of shading going on with pencil. So I don't think I've completely finished this panel yet. It'll probably take me a month to do this and then another month to add my finishing touches. So I should make it for the end of year completion date deadline. And yeah, use lots of alcohol marker because there isn't really anything at the back that I'm going to use. And yeah, watercolour there I think I used in the background, pencil in places. So just, you know, using different mediums to give the different effects. If I want to see the lines through it, I'll use alcohol marker or watercolour, or coloured pencils are fine. But if there's something that I'm happy being opaque, I'll use gel pens and acrylic paint pens maybe. So yeah, so that's coming along nicely. And then next I had a Buddy Colour, the double page for hashtag Spacetember, and hashtag Spacetember in September, which is the first time I've actually taken part, although I don't fully know what it is to be part of a hashtag. Do you have to post it on Instagram? Because I haven't done that yet, so maybe I need to, but this is still social media, I guess. So in this lovely book by Peggy Now, and with the lovely Veronica on Instagram, we did a double page. So I'm going to insert Veronica's picture here. So as you can see, it was an absolute gorgeous page. I love her double page, and she gets pages done so quickly. I think she got it done in like 2 or 3 days, and I was still... I've done like the tiniest amount. But anyway, I have finally finished it. And mine is this. So, yeah, well, what can I say? The background was done for us, so that was helpful. And I used, well, what did I use? I didn't write it down because I didn't have time. But I know that I used lots of watercolour pencils, so probably Albert Dürer watercolour pencils, and then I used lots of pencil on top to get the depth that I wanted, And then I did go over the lines in places, like the black lines on this planet I really wanted to go over because I didn't like the look. And even here with this, I think I used some of the Tritone Kohinoor pencils, you know, with the separate lead colours inside each pencil, and I used 2 different pencils for that. And then I didn't like the black lines, so I got rid of them by using Language gel pen over the lines. And I think it does the planet and this definitely look better without the black lines on there. And this here as well, I use my Language gel pens to go over the black lines for these leaves and these flowers. So yeah, I think actually I have gone over pretty much all of it, all the black lines here. Yeah, I have. The only thing that I've noticed now that I think I haven't done, which I should have done, which is a bit annoying now that I haven't done it, is, you know, all these black bits, all these little craters and things and the little detailings in the planets. So all the little black bits, I was going to use my, give you a close up, I was going to use my, what is it, the, you know, jelly roll, black jelly roll glaze, and I haven't done that, which just shows I've been in such a rush. I am filming this video on the 1st of October, which just shows how late I am in completing my pages. And you know, I am a bit sad about it because I feel like I'm not colouring, or creating enough pages, completing enough pages basically. But there you go. So that's what it is. I do feel the pressure though, I have to be honest. I do feel the pressure a little bit when you've got a channel that I need to have pages, some pages completed by the end of the month. And it's easy to say that, no, just enjoy the process, you know. And look, I have actually forgotten something here. Look, I've actually forgotten that line there. So I need to fix that as well, because I think that was what pen was that? I think that might have been Language gel pen actually, so I need to do that. I'm just going to add that with this gel pen, so I hope you don't mind. But yeah, honestly, it is easy to say that enjoy the process, doesn't matter how many you get coloured, but as a YouTuber you do feel this pressure that you should get a certain number of pages done. 6 is not great, but I think it's enough to make a video in my view. But yeah, that's that one. So thank you so much to Veronica for buddy colouring this double page with me, and I hope we can buddy colour more pages in this and maybe even other books. So yeah, that's that one. I'll put that to the side. I'm just going to let the gel pen dry, so I'm going to put it down. Okay, so the next book is Doodle Worlds, and this of course is very, very detailed, by Angela Porter. The Angela Porter books are one of my focus books as well for the 2025 year. So the one I did is this. So this is my second page in this book, and I quite like how it's come out. You can see that lots of it has been based with alcohol marker. I did use these Tri-Blend Spectrum Noir markers, and also the Spectrum Noir Tricolours as well, which I've got. They're quite difficult to find, these Spectrum Noirs, you know, online. So I really don't know what's going on with their products, but they're not very readily available. But anyway, I used them, and I used the Carla markers, and then this bit here, these little swirls, I used my new, well, they're called 3D acrylic painting gel pens, and I got them to test them out if they were going to be glossy, but they're not glossy. They're nothing like they are nothing like the glaze pens. So that was £20, but anyway, at least I know, and I purchased them because I want to make that video where I'm trying to look at alternatives for the, you know, Sakura Jelly Roll glaze. They did get in contact with me, actually, the company, so I really appreciate that they got in contact and did say the reason why they're discontinuing the Sakura glaze pens is because one of the components to make the ink is not available anymore, and they did a lot of research to find alternatives of that component to make the ink, but they just could not find anything that would be good enough to match the standards that they have. So that's why they're getting discontinued, unfortunately, and that is the reason. And they did mention the souffle pens, but of course the souffle pens are 3D, but they're matte. They've not got that glossy look that the glaze pens have. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys. And so, yeah, what else have I used? I've used the Finetec paints here. I've used the Sakura metallic gel pens as well. The black for the eyes, the black Jelly Roll glaze, of course. And then the what is it? What did I use here? Oh, I know. I think it was the Langua glitter gel pens. These little balloons, that's paint. That's by Sparks Aquarelle. She makes some lovely sparkly paints on Etsy. I think she's based in France, but her paints are beautiful and glittery. And then these paints here, I think are, I can't even remember what, actually I'm not sure what these are. I'm not sure actually what these are. Actually, I remember now. I know these ones, I'm not sure about them, but these ones are the pastel shade watercolour paints from Rebecca at the Art Spirits. So again, that's where you can get them from Etsy, so the Art Spirits. And yeah, I think that's all really. Alcohol markers, mainly gel pens, and you know, glitter gel pens as well, and also fine liners, I forgot to say. So yeah, I like how the page looks, very sparkly and glittering, and it makes you smile. And I also like to say a big massive thank you to two ladies who contacted me and offered to send me some glaze pens so that they can be part of my stash. I mean, that is so kind, and I will be mentioning them in a separate video, but I also just wanted to mention that because you guys, honestly, you leave such lovely comments, and to even offer like something that I'm gonna really appreciate, like the the glaze pens, I really honestly really appreciate. So thank you so much, and also thank you to everyone who leaves such lovely comments, and it's really nice being part of this community. So yeah, that's that one. Bet you're sick of seeing it now. Doodle Worlds. Okay, and then next is this book, Angela Harding's book. This was the first book I think that she had out, and basically this is the page that I did. So I had not coloured in this book, so this is like hashtag colour your hoard. I'm getting into this now. I feel like probably the first video I've ever started using hashtags, although I don't fully know if I'm using them correctly. But anyway, Distress Oxide inks I used, and then I used Neocolor 2. I used lots of different mediums to see what worked well in these books. The Woody 3-in-1 crayons, which are watercolour based, Faber-Castell gelatos and the iridescent gelatos, Inktense pencils, Langua black gel pen, the Jelly Roll black glaze, Polychromos pencils, Art Spirits Fragment blue, that's in the water. So the fragment set, the blue colour, I used for the water on top. And you can find her paints on Etsy, Rebecca's paints, and then Sparks Aquarelle paints as well. I think I used here on these, I think they're fox gloves, to be honest, I'm not sure, but fox gloves. And then what else? I don't know, I can't read my writing I've written something in really small writing and I'm not, oh yeah, Calero Black Forest paint, that's what it says. So yeah, the Calero Black Forest paint, in fact, is just here on the background here, the black on the black bits, so the background here of these leaves, and also on this deer you might be able to pick up some really like fine green shimmer as well. So I quite like this page, and it was quick, you know, it didn't take, well, quicker than the ones that take me ages. So I'm quite pleased with this, and I might buy some more of her books, because I thought to myself, I'm not going to order any of her other 2 books that she's just got out recently until I've coloured in this one, because that would not be good. Not that I need to buy the 2 books, but I think now that I've done 1 page I can justify it more. So yeah, that's that one by Angela Harding. And then Enchanted Creatures, I think this was worked on in my snippets video, and it was this lovely squirrel, and I am really pleased with how this one came out actually. I used Albert Dürer watercolour pencils, Polychromos pencils, the Haya oil pastels. Now the Haya oil pastels, or Haya, I'm not sure how to say it, they are on top here. They're basically where I added extra depth in the background. I did add some Distress Stain with a sponge. That's what these bits are here. So that gives you a little bit of more of a texture in the background. Distress Stain is there really for art journaling, but you know, you can use it on your pages as long as it's single-sided, because it probably will go through. Inktense pencils, Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend alcohol markers. So I did use alcohol markers in places here. And then I used the Ohuhu Honolulu markers, Jelly Roll Glaze, Tombow markers, Fine Tech metallic paints, Renaissance colours, and Countdown to Christmas. Oh yeah, the Renaissance colours, Countdown to Christmas paints, and the Langua gel pens. So lots and lots and lots of different mediums on here, and I think they work together really well. So that's that page, and it shows that you can get a really nice effect when you use multiple mediums, and I wanted to keep the theme of the colours the same. I think this here, these little dots I put in are with the Renaissance Countdown to Christmas pen, and then I went round with a white gel pen as well. So yeah, just a last little close up. Took me forever, this page though. And then my last page is in Yuyuri Mouse Sketch Colouring Book. So this was my serious page for the month, and it's this. So bring you in a little bit and take my light away a little bit so that you can see it. So this was using the Derwent Lightfast pencils and the Polychromos pencils mainly. The polys work really well on here, really well, and I did some of this bird colouring on my snippets video. It is pretty much all pencil, apart from there is some Wink of Stella on the water, and then gel crayon for the background. And yeah, I am really pleased with this. I think I've done a good job. There is some white gel pen around the clouds as well. And yeah, that's it. That is my final page. I do really like it. It does take time to do these sort of pencil coloured pages, but it's quite relaxing as well. So yeah, I think my favourite for the month would have to be probably this one. So I left it to the end. So yeah, just a quick little page. Let me turn down this light a little bit so you can see it a bit better. So yeah, I think maybe sometimes the too much light might saturate it, but it's hard to tell. But yeah, hope you enjoyed all the completed pages, and I hope I get more done in October. And yeah, until next time guys, take care, happy colouring, bye.